More details are coming to light about the alleged campaign finance violations, including that a Haitian oil company gave her more than $800,000 for re-election. And then it's alleged that her team created shell companies to disguise where the money was coming from. What's more, it's alleged the mayor of North Miami Beach introduced her to the top brass of the Haitian oil company.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stop it.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
All right, y'all, we back with another video, man. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So check this out. In this video, we're going over Shelia Cherfilus-mccormick, right? Haitian immigrant. She's in the CBC. I seen a picture of her. I showed a picture of her with Yvette Clarke, and it was standing with the Ghana president trying to steal our reparations. She was there smiling, trying to be a part. But she got a hearing coming up to where they are going to kick her off of being in Congress. All right, they're going to have the hearing. We all know this is going to happen because she stated how the Democrat Party turned on her. And this is for any, like, we always see this. They always going to turn on y'all. When y'all do not have a solid foundation from your community, from your lineage, if you ain't standing on business like that, they're not going to respect you in the end. They're going to, you are expendable. This is why we only supporting people that's grassroots driven. If you ain't standing on the grassroots movement and you going out here in politics, you know, you get everything that you ask for. So I'm going to go over this short clip. Y'all know I'm going to leave the petition too. We're trying to get rid of everybody from the CBC. And we don't want nobody in the CBC unless you're a FBA 5, 6 generations. We don't want to hear from no more immigrants, first generation immigrants talking to us about politics in America. It don't even make sense. We have enough of people that's from this land, parents that's from this land, that we know that will protect the interests of this land. But without further ado, let's get it.
In less than 48 hours, Congresswoman Shelia Cherfilus-mccormick will face a House Ethics Committee. She's accused of campaign finance violations, and she could potentially be expelled from Congress. Earlier this month, she was granted a postponement so she could find a new lawyer, but the committee says no more delays.
So she's trying to push this back. So think about it. She probably wasn't even supposed to be there for the Ghana president ceremony, but she's there because she's trying to push this back, trying to get help. Hakeem Jeffries kind of made it seem like, you know, she's going to resign. So she took that as the Democrat Party don't got her back. And this is what they do. She could have been a fall guy. She probably could have got 50,000 out of the 5 million and the whole CBC busted down, but the higher ups going to get more. This is how gang politics work when they bring you aboard. Okay, she's fairly new to the CBC, but you probably got to go out here and do all the dirty work. There's been countless numbers of CBC members that have been arrested for fraud, stealing. So I'm going to go out and say the whole congressional caucus is nothing but professional stealers. They know how to take resources and divert them to other places, probably right back into their bank account. But let them.
And they could come to a summary judgment at the end of the hearing. That means things could start happening quickly right after they adjourn. I-Team Chief Mike Magnoli is in our newsroom. Mike?
So her process looks like it's going to be pretty quick, y'all. We should probably know in a couple of days as to whether she's going to be kicked out of the House or not. But it looks like there's a lot of evidence against her. And again, they're moving on her before her criminal trial is even complete.
It's too much evidence. And it ain't even that. It's just a bad look for your party and Congressional Black Caucus knows that. So it's like for them having for us having to keep seeing people steal and do fraudulent activity. We want everybody from the Congressional Black Caucus up out of there. None of them are doing anything because they still parlaying around the lady with the Ghanaian president. So obviously you got some of them on there don't feel like she, did anything wrong, but I'm sure she gonna start talking and spilling all the beans once she get kicked out.
And right now, the committee has a motion for a summary judgment. Let me break that down for you, try to explain what it means. It means they could move very quickly here, either finding that there have been violations or that there's not enough meat on the bone to proceed further. The Congresswoman tried to avoid getting to this point. She asked the committee to let this unfold in criminal court first, asking to pause the ethics process. That's because she's facing federal charges and a trial is pending in Miami. The committee told her no. She's also tried to argue that she can't talk with the ethics committee because that would incriminate her potentially in the Department of Justice case. Well, that did not sit well with the committee. This all stems back to the $5 million the state of Florida accidentally overpaid her healthcare company, and then she's accused of funneling that cash into her political campaign. Shelia cherfilus-mccormick said,
y'all see how they did that? She made it. She know how to make them pay her health company. So they got different companies, different things they got set up in this Congress, y'all, and they siphoning the money. And they're getting caught. But I think it was more on the whole Congressional Black Caucus. They just play these new people as, this is why you get Jim Claiborne and Maxine Waters. They sit in there so long because they get some of the newbies to do all the dirty work and they just getting a check. They just getting a piece of the cut.
She's not guilty.
Now, that's just how I feel. I'm just bringing y'all some common sense on how it is. This is a group effort to me. It's not just she's being charged, but it's so much money that I understand, how a group will work about getting this kind of money. So that's just my opinion on what I'm saying. I'm not saying that this is true, but I want to hear y'all opinions too. Check out.
She's accused Republicans of targeting her and drumming up this case. Then she accused the Florida Democratic Party of trying to sabotage her. She's also suggested that this was intended to be a distraction to draw attention away from the Jeffrey Epstein files.
So you coming up with too much. You saying that this is the Republicans coming at you. Now you saying the Democrats doing this to sabotage you. I believe it's more on the Democrat side because I feel like it's money. 5M's got bust down. She ain't just doing that by herself and getting the money. She got to pay dues and pay tithes just to be around these people. Now, that's just my opinion. I'm just, this is to me similar to gang. This is gang activity. This is how mobs, gangs work, and they're just doing the same thing. They just politicians and always in suit and ties and dressed up. But we see through this. Okay. She could have been the fall person. She need to start talking. They don't, and it's crazy because they don't tell on each other neither.
Now, y'all, it looks like the Democrats might be about to throw old cherfilus-mccormick under the bus. Here, Axios reports Democrats face impending dam break on cherfilus-mccormick. Who writes these titles, y'all? All right. House Democrats say privately that they may be unable to maintain their silence much longer on the explosive allegations of misuse of taxpayer funds against old cherfilus-mccormick. So what is Axios hearing? Several Democrats speaking on the condition of anonymity to share details about sensitive internal dynamics said the taboo on publicly discussing cherfilus-mccormick's ouster may soon be broken. Now, remember, we brought you
So they're saying it may soon be broken because y'all having somebody who has a bad reputation right now hanging around the CDC, which has a bad reputation right now. But I think they still have to steal. And this is why we always see Congressional Black Caucus is going to jail and stealing because they already know what's going on. they know what's going on. They need a new person coming in so they can keep stealing. They can't steal with their names. You ain't finna see Maxine Waters and Jim Claiborne, the top people. That's why they not retiring. They getting good money.
Clip of your boy Hakeem Jeffries saying that he thought it was too soon to go after cherfilus-mccormick. Looks like the tide may be turning. Quote, if the ethics panel's decisions appear to be based on evidence and she's found culpable for the misuse of campaign dollars, I won't hesitate to call for resignation, one told Axios. This sounds like something a Democrat would say. Another House Democrat predicted a lot of Democrats will call on cherfilus-mccormick to resign if she is found guilty by the panel, and that many will support expulsion if she doesn't. And then a third anonymous Democrat told Axios of the allegations against cherfilus-mccormick. If found guilty, that is a disqualifying offense. So y'all, cherfilus-mccormick is set to face a public trial on Thursday, which you're either watching this on Wednesday night when I'm about to release it, or you're watching this Thursday. So either way, it's coming up very soon. And now, y'all, I just want to loop in this report we did a month or so ago about the fact that she received almost $1 million from Haiti, y'all. This lady was getting paid.
Putting that aside, more details are coming to light about the alleged campaign finance violations, including that a Haitian oil company gave her more than $800,000 for re-election. And then it's alleged that her team created shell companies to disguise where the money was coming from. What's more, it's alleged the mayor of North Miami Beach introduced her to the top brass of the Haitian oil company.
So y'all see why we don't want immigrants in our politics. We don't care where you from. It's because they're going to infiltrate in our politics and in the business that we could have had tied into the government. They're going to tie them in. They're enemies of us. They're stealing from us. And the Congressional Black Caucus is like a vessel of that. They open this up so people can do this because they hire a lot of. You would think there's more immigrants in this country than it is real Americans, how we have so many of them in office and so many things like this. This is why companies want to put people in office if you're from another country and you want to funnel them that money because it's lucrative to you. It's very lucrative. So it's the kind of games that's going on, but we exposing it now. We understand what's going on, and we got to get in them. We got to control our politics. That's what we got.
McCormick is a Haitian American, as is the mayor of North Miami Beach.
So yeah, y'all, a public trial is coming up for your girl, Shelia cherfilus-mccormick. Let's get some predictions. Who here thinks she will be? I mean, I guess it's convicted, but this would be like a political conviction, right? We're not talking about her criminal trial that's coming up. We're talking about a trial in the House of Representatives, which is like.
So she got a trial amongst her people, but the criminal, I think it's already a wrap. You got a shell company. You got too much evidence, and the Democrats don't seem like they're trying to get you out of there. Now, one thing about them Democrats, they can get you out of trouble if they, if you in their good graces, they'll get you up out of trouble. But something like this is making them look bad. I think it's over with for her. It's over with for her. But they're trying to get Uncle Luke. They probably want to throw Uncle Luke in there, okay, and for him to do the same thing. The only thing that they trying to hope is you don't get caught, but they probably know you probably gonna get caught, and as long as you don't bring the gang down, as long as you don't bring the gang down, you good. Throw you a little check. But this is what I think is going on in politics. They all get money. This is highway robbery, how to get rich fast. This is what's going on. Nothing about caring about policies, what's going on with the American people. And I hate to be having to say this and expose these, but this is what I do, man. Code enforcement, dropping a dime. We making sure the code is intact from our people. We checking our people first and what you doing in these politics and our resources, our Black organization and Black resources that's supposed to be working for us. If you not, we getting out of there and restarting something new. So it's a great time for us to be united and coming together, because we sticking together at an all-time high. A lot of people don't like that, but we're winning at the end of the day. You know, everything is happening how it's supposed to happen. I want to know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. Do you think they're going to kick her out? I'm 95% sure she is up out of here. Okay, the Democrats don't want that name. They don't want their reputation getting tainted by her. They're ready to, you know, divorce her and bring in Uncle Luke so he can do some more work. But that's my take. Let me know what y'all think, man, in the comment section. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
A community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax spaces for your own people. You should at least control 4 basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.